I grow sad when I think of my childhood, of the old days. I was so happy then. I remember my uncle Betani. He was very good to me, my uncle was. He told me to run a race every morning to meet the sun at dawn. He said if you run a race every morning, you'll be lively all your life. Even when you're old, you'll be lively. Sometimes I would stop and rest and pretend that I had been all the time running. But Betani knew. I could never fool him. He taught me not to kill a snake or break its back, or my joints would swell and my body would become crooked. It's all right to kill a coyote if it's nearby and after the sheep. Otherwise, no. If a coyote crosses in front of you, you should turn back. He taught me not to steal and not to tell stories about what I didn't see. Gossip is bahatsid, or dangerous. He taught me not to gamble because in the end I would lose and get nothing from it. He taught me not to drink liquor because it would bring me to poverty and ruin. Old Uncle taught me to take good care of the herd. I used to herd the sheep and goats just like the dogs. He taught me songs to make the goats strong. He taught me to walk alone, walk tall and strong, to walk in beauty. Those were the happy days. My mother and my old aunt would weave beautiful rugs, and my father would make jewelry of silver and turquoise. With the rugs and silver, we could buy food and many useful things at the trading posts.
Many years ago, when I was a very small boy,
at night when the work was done, Betani would tell us stories about the old times or about the Spider Woman.
when an older cousin woke me, and he showed
Sometimes he frightened us with tales of Yebache. My father liked the stories as much as we did.
And now I have something to say to you. The Yebache are coming around tonight. They're going to different hogans, looking for boys and girls that are bad. And those children who are bad, they whip first and then put them in a sack and take them away.
Where did these Yebache live?
They live in the rock, in the walls of rock. They may come tonight.
Our herds grew larger. We had many sheep and goats and horses. We were a happy and a rich family. And then, like a bitter wind, trouble came to us. At first, it was just a little wind. Some friends of my father began to invite him to drink with them. At first, he felt bad and wouldn't drink for a long time. But then he would run into his friends in town and would go with them to the bars again.
I don't know what to do about you, George, and those men that you go around with in town.
Mother's talking to him didn't do any good. It didn't matter to him. When he was drinking, it was like he was a different person.
You up there, George?
Yeah, up there.
Where have you been? I haven't seen you the last couple of months. It's beautiful work, but I have more than I need. I had to buy my jewelry from Sam Baxter.
I need money bad. Here, you take silver, give me $20, pawn.
$20? Why, you must have over $300 worth of silver here.
Give me $20 pawn. I'll come back for silver. If you don't, I'll take it somewhere else.
Okay, George, if that's the way you want it.
Finally, he began to sell the goats and horses to get money to buy more wine. As time went by, we were no longer rich, but were poor. Uncle Batani tried to reason with Father, but he wouldn't listen to him. After that, a great sadness came to me, for my uncle became sick. In spite of our prayers and the sings, he got worse. I think he died of a broken heart. Old Uncle's death seemed to make Father drink more than ever, and as he began to drink more and more, we children lost respect for him. We told him people were laughing and talking about him behind his back.
Have a drink. Want a drink? Oh, go on. I can always get another woman. You're not the only woman to drink with.
Mother loved him very much, and finally, after she had done everything she could to make him stop drinking, she gave up and went with him. Mother and Father spent more and more time away from home. Many times they stayed away all night and were sick the next day. Aunt Desba told me where to take the goats and did the weaving and trading and kept the family together somehow. This was a sad day for us all, the day Mother started to drink. As the years went by, I had this heaviness in my heart because of my father and mother's drinking. I tried to forget my troubles by taking an interest in horses and rodeos. As a boy growing up, I had always helped to break the colts. The more they bucked, the better I liked it. More than anything, I wanted to be a bronc rider. At last, I got my chance.
You're back, John. Better luck next time. Okay, our next rider is Billy Yazzie on Thundercloud, out of chute number 3. This is Billy's first ride. Watch him, he's good. There he goes.
More and more, I stayed away from home because there I only found unhappiness. I felt sorry for my younger brother and sister, but I was about to become a man. I had my own life to live. One winter while I was away, things went very hard on my family. Father and mother were drunk in town most of the time. Old Aunt had a fever and was unable to get up. There was no food. My youngest brother and sister were starving. As I grew older, I was able to go away to an Indian school. I learned many useful things there. I learned about the white man and his ways. At the Mormon chapel near the school, I learned about God. I like these religion classes best of all, for there I learned about God's purposes and why I was upon the earth. I learned about doing something for other people. I knew that although bad white men brought liquor to the Indian, good white men brought the truths of Jesus Christ to us. After this, I was more anxious than ever about my family. From time to time, I got letters from Mother and Father. At first, they seemed to be better. I thought maybe they'd given up drinking. I prayed to God this might be so. When spring came, I longed for the smell of sage and cedar smoke and to hear the goat bells once more, and to get on my favorite horse. I longed for the thrill of riding the broncs and to hear my name when it was called over the loudspeaker. Finally, school was out. I was anxious to see my family. I was worried. I hadn't heard from them for a long time. Their letters had stopped coming. When I got off the bus, I hoped to see my family, but none of them were there. So I hitched a ride out to my home. I remember how old Batani had told me to get up and run in the mornings when I was small, so I would be lively when I grew older. The place was almost deserted. All I could see was Aunt Desba picking up wood.
Your father sold the last of the goats and went away. Our cousin said she had seen him with another woman, a bad woman from over the Black Mountain way. Your mother left the little ones with the relatives of our clan and went to look for your father.
But where did she go?
My son, only the four winds know where they are. I do not.
But didn't they leave a message for me, their oldest son?
They're proud of you, Billy, but ashamed of themselves. Ashamed of what they have become. They even sold your best horse and saddle for wine. They can't face you. That's why they're gone.
I don't care about my horse. There are other horses, but I love my parents. I want them back. I'll forgive them for the horse. I'll forgive them for anything if they'll only come back. I'll find them and I'll make them come home. And we'll start over and be happy like in the old days.
There will never be any old days. There is no going back. There is never any going back.
As I looked over the place with its empty corrals and hogan, I remembered my childhood. I remembered the happy days with Batani. I thought about our once happy family and fear came upon me. Maybe I would never find my loved ones again, but I set out to try. No matter who I talked to, the story was always the same. They hadn't seen my parents.
Move over, Shorty. Some room. Who are you to elbow people around and insult them?
If it's any of your business, I work for the railroad.
Listen, you big belly. I was here first. Now, if you don't like it here, you move.
Would you send the police over to Charlie's bar? There's a fight. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Father told me later that this was a turning point for him, as he remembered the bad days that wine had brought.
Hey, George, you've got a visitor.
I need some money.
I don't have any money. I got in a fight last night. I might have hurt a man pretty bad.
I know what you've done is very bad, and I'm sorry for you, but I can't help it. I've got to have a drink.
How can you talk about a drink when this man might be dead?
When I need a drink bad, nothing matters to me. Please give me some money. I've got to have a drink.
You don't seem to understand, woman. What's happened to us to get us so low? This man might die, and you're a common beggar in the streets, begging for nickels and dimes.
George, please, give me some money.
One day, the Mormon elders drove me around, helping me look for my parents, while I left them outside and went in a store.
You must be a cousin. Are you not from the Salt Clan?
No.
Please, give me 25 cents. My mother is very sick.
Where's there a cafe around here? Way down at the end of town. There's a Dairy Queen. Pretty good eating down there.
Please, mister, give me 50 cents. My baby is sick. I need to buy some milk.
Where is your baby?
She's over that way, staying with my sister.
What seems to be wrong with her?
She's got a bad cold, very bad.
We're ministers of the gospel. We work with the Indian people. Couldn't we take you to your baby?
No, I can't go. Just give me 25 cents. I'll buy some milk.
Looks like she found enough money to buy her milk.
It's a pretty strong mill she's got there.
Come on. Come on.
Let me go. I'm not a good mother. I'm no kid.
Do you think I'd let you go after looking all over the reservation for you? You're still my mother.
God, help me to change. Help me to be good like my son. Help me to stop drinking this wine.
My father went through the fires of hell waiting for the man he had fought with to recover. He spent some time in jail, and I paid his fine for disturbing the peace. The trouble is not all over. Both father and mother are still fighting against liquor. It will not be easy for them to find their lives again and turn to a better way. But with the help of our Father in heaven, they can become the strong people they once were. Like Aunt Desba said, there will never be any old days again, and I know she speaks the truth. But maybe the new days will be better than the old.